Hi guys, Tom here from the Miniature War Room. I've just finished painting up my Dark Angels Scout Sniper Squad, and I just thought I'd give you guys a wee rundown on the rules on the new codex and go through some special rules that you get with your sniper units. I'm just going to cover the special rules with the snipers first, and then I'll get into the units and the extra options that you can have with the Dark Angels Scout Squads. So, first things first. This unit here is armed with snipers, as I say. So with sniper rifles you're getting a range of 36 inches. It's a strength X weapon, alright, so basically a strength 10 weapon. AP 6, heavy 1, and it's a sniper. Okay, so as a heavy weapon you get one shot with it. Because it's a sniper, it has a special rule sniper, as you'd have thought. If it's fired by a model with this special rule, the shooting attack's always wounding at a wound roll of a 4+, and that's regardless of your victim's toughness. Alright, so if you're going against weapons, your snipers would count as a strength 3. I said it was a strength 10 for snipers, I was talking on my backside. It's not. Alright. Your sniper weapons have also got your pinning and rending special rule as well. So, see your pinning special rule. If you shoot that at a vehicle, see if you shoot it at a non-vehicle unit, and you get one or more unsaved wounds from a weapon with a pinning special rule, it means that you need to immediately take a leadership test, and that's called a pinning test. Alright, see if the unit fails that test, it means it's pinned and it means it needs to go to ground. Alright, you need to look up the rules and go to ground, because I can't remember how that works again. So, as long as, see if you pass the test though, the unit can be called upon to take multiple pinning tests in a single turn. So if you've got a few squads doing this, then they're going to take multiple. Then the idea is you want to get them to go to ground, but you can only do it once for each unit shooting at them. If your unit's already going to ground as well, you can't. No further pinning tests are required. If the special rule of a unit specify that the unit can never be pinned, then the unit automatically passes pinning tests and doesn't need to take a leadership role. These units can go to ground voluntarily if they wish though. The other one you're going to get with this is rending. So your rending rule, if a model has the rending special rule, or it's attacking with a melee weapon that has the rending special rule, that doesn't affect this. There's a chance that either close combat weapon will strike a critical blow. So for each wound, roll of a 6. So if you roll to wound and you get a 6, the target automatically suffers a wound regardless of the toughness. Alright, now that's for close combat, but if you're doing it with a sniper, basically what it means is if you roll a wound roll of a 6, it'll wound automatically, and that's regardless of toughness, and it'll be resolved at AP 2. Alright, so a lot of guys ain't getting a save against this. In either case, against vehicles, each armor penetration roll of a 6 allows a further D3 to be rolled, and the result added to the total. Alright, so that's pretty much the sniper special rule. There's a bit in the rule book about it, you can get into that as well. The other rules that these guys have got, you've got your infiltrate special rule. So with infiltrate, after both players have deployed their armies and declared your reserves, the player who has the infiltrators can put them down anywhere on the board before the game starts. But this does, you're restricted a wee bit. You have to be 12 inches away if no enemy models can draw line of sight to you, or you have to be 18 inches away if a model can draw line of sight to you. Alright, and you can't deploy in impassable terrain. Now, if both sides have infiltrators, then just roll off to see who goes first and just keep alternating until they're all deployed. Alright, infiltrate will also give them the ability to outflank, but I'm not going to cover that now. This squad unit here consists of 4 scouts and 1 scout sergeant. That costs 60 points. Now, your weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3 for the standard scout, or 4 for the scout sergeant. The weapon skill of the scout sergeant is also 4. It's a strength 4, toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, attacks 1, leadership 8, and their save is a 4+. Now, Standard issue stuff you get with these guys: scout armour, bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag grenade and crack grenade. Special rules are, and they shall know no fear. Combat squads, which I've discussed in another one of my videos, if you make this unit up to 10 models, as long as you've got it written down on a bit of paper, you can break them down into 2 individual squads. They can't join back up during the game, but they can still embark and transport together as if they were one unit. They can do that. You have to have it written down, guys. You can't just make up your mind like, oh, I had 10 of them and now I'm having 5 and 5. You've got to have it written down so your player knows that they were already a combat squad. Infiltrate I've ran through. You can move through cover. You can check that rule up. Scouts, and check that up as well. That's pretty basic stuff. You can include another 5 additional scouts in here as well. So as well as your 60 points just for the scouts, remember there's an additional cost. No, there's not an additional cost for the sniper. So if you wanted another 5 models on there, it'd be plus 12 per model. So 12 points per model. You can give these guys camo cloaks as well, and that'll give them that's 2 points per model. Any model can replace the bolt gun or the shotgun or combat knife or the sniper rifle. They can it doesn't cost anything to have them. You can have 1 scout replacing his bolt gun for either a heavy bolt or 8 points. A missile launcher at 15. If you do the missile launcher, it will give you frag and crack missiles. But if you want them to take flak missiles, then you're talking 10 points. Alright. You can upgrade just the Scout Sergeant to a Veteran Sergeant as well for 10 points. The Scout Sergeant, or Veteran Sergeant as it would be, can take items from the melee weapons or the ranged weapons section of the war gear list. The Scout Sergeant or Veteran Scout Sergeant can also take melter bombs as well, which is pretty sweet. I'm just checking that's all the rules. So with my guys, I just went all snipers because basically I'm just going to be hoping to pin some units, man, and just make them useless. Basically, just get them all going to ground, and that's going to let my other units just take care of guys. But the models are pretty nice to sell. I spent a couple hours painting these up. Obviously they're no they're just tabletop standard, you know. I've got hundreds of stuff to go through, so I'm just painting them up as best I can for tabletop. Anyway, see your scout stuff, as I said with scouts, after both sides have deployed, that's including all your infiltrators, but before your first player begins your turn, a unit containing at least 1 model with the scout special rule can redeploy from where he already is. So if you're doing a 6-inch deployment, you can deploy your 6 inches out. Because it's infantry as well, you can then redeploy anywhere within 6 inches of your current position, and that's where you'll start the game. Alright. If it was any other type of unit, you know, you can do 12 inches. So like see your infantry, artillery, walkers and monstrous creatures are 6 inches, but if you had your Dark Angels bikes, they're 12 inches, so you could put the guys at 12 inches. So basically that's it, guys. I'm just going to give you a wee look at my models, and I want to know if you guys are actually using these, if you've got some painted up. I've actually just noticed that I've not finished these guys yet because I've still got their lenses and stuff to do. These mostly Vallejo paints I've used in these guys. I'll just give you a wee look. Like, subscribe, comment, guys. Let me know if you've got any of these guys in your army, how you're using them. Obviously it doesn't need to just be any Dark Angels, it can be any chapter. Tell me if you think these guys are a waste of points, if you really like them. Just basically start some chat on here, man. Get some wee hints and tips going. Alright guys, this is Tom for the Miniature War Room. I'll catch you after.